Hello, hello, hello. It's Emma Holmes here. Coming to you from Rockstar HQ. I'm in the creativity zone. I'm downstairs. I'm not in the office. I've come downstairs to the lounge and decided that I was going to record you a little video. And it's about the fact that sometimes we're quite presumptuous and we forget. And this isn't a criticism because we all do it. Every one of us does it. And we forget that our crowd aren't seeing absolutely everything that we're putting out there. We forget that it might not make sense. When we bring things together, does it make sense? So, what I'm actually saying is that if you're posting things on social media, you've always got to remember that one, new people are going to be coming to your community all of the time, so they might not have seen anything that you've posted before. This might be, the first time that one of your posts has fallen into their newsfeed. Most people are consuming you in their newsfeed, in whatever platform you're on. So whether it's Facebook, your posts are going into their newsfeed. If it's Instagram, you're looking at hitting the button and you're looking at your feed, the posts that are coming through on your feed. If you're on Twitter, you're looking at your feed. YouTube might be a little bit different because people might, more often find their way to your videos, particularly subscribers, through notifications and things. But most of the time, people are consuming you singularly. Each individual element that you're putting out there is a singular post. And what we can often do is we can often presume that people have seen what we've talked about before. We can presume that they've seen the last post. We're thinking this, we're thinking about what we're doing all of the time. Inside of our heads, all of the time, we've got going on what we're doing. And we forget that other people aren't in there and that other people aren't seeing everything. Even your most avid of fans aren't seeing everything that you put out there. They're not consuming every piece of information that you put out there. Sorry. We would love to think that they were, and we often forget that they're not. So this one is just a little bit of a heads up, really, and it's thinking about, if people were coming across you for the first time, are your videos standing alone? Are your posts standing alone? If you're referring to something that you've referred to before, are you either summarising it quickly as kind of a bit of a catch-up, or are you directing them to that particular piece of information or whatever it might be, that post, that video, that where you talk about that thing, that blog, whatever it is? Are you then directing them to that so that they can find out more, so that each post on its own makes sense? And this is, the one thing that I look at. Does it make sense? So singularly, if I've not heard anything at all about what you've said before, if I've come to you fresh, brand spanking new, does that post make sense? So think about that when you're looking at your social media, and think about that when you're posting things, and think about how that stands on its own 2 feet, singularly. Each post, each tweet, each addition to your Instagram feed, each video that you're uploading to YouTube, can they stand on their own 2 feet, on their own merit, and make sense to your audience? So one to remember when you are posting. Speak soon. Bye for now.